Have you got a favourite pub that you like to visit? Maybe your local, down the end of the street, where you get together with your pals and sort of chew the fat over a couple of pints. Or maybe it's a sort of destination country pub that you love to visit because you know they've got great food. We've all got our favourites, haven't we? But are any of them going to be as good as this one, is the question, because this pub behind me, the Tollemache Arms in Harrington, kind of not too far from Kettering and Northampton, that sort of part of the world, this was voted the best pub in the UK in 2024. I don't know whether it'll get it in 2025 or not. They've not done the awards yet. But this is the reigning best pub in the UK. Now, I love a pub. I've run pubs. I've spent quite a lot of time the other side of the bar in pubs too. We won't talk about that too much. We'll gloss over it. But I love a good pub. This looks like a beautiful destination country pub. I'm sure the food here is going to be sort of gastropub type fare. And it looks beautiful. Thatched roof. I'll show you some of the grounds now. I'm excited to try this place. Come on, folks. So folks, come in, sat down, and the staff so far have been so friendly, really, really helpful. And that always gives a good impression when you go into the pub, doesn't it? When your first interactions with the staff are always positive. Very, very smiley staff, bringing us through, explaining where the bathrooms are straight away, coming in and having a little chat about the menu, brought us over some tap water straight away. And I've got to say, the design of this place is great. You can tell. Obviously, let me look behind me, you've got here all the stonework and whatever, but there are more contemporary elements around as well. And they've really married up the two very, very sympathetically. I really like that. Menu here, not overly fussy. I quite like that too. So we've only got 5 starters on there. There's a few classics and other mains, so maybe 10 different main dishes altogether. A few sides and desserts. But yeah, a really appealing sounding menu, or it reads well, I think is the posh way of saying it. But you've got things like steaks, fish and chips, there's a burger, there's things like pork belly, half chicken with katsu sauce. That sounds kind of interesting. There's fish, there's a couple of veggie options as well, so lots of different stuff on here. Kind of looks like sort of gastropubby kind of food, you know, elevated pub classics. I'm into that, that's good. I've got myself a pint of beer ordered, because it's been a long day and I fancy a pint. We've got an Adnams Ghost Ship coming, which is a nice pint, something that my mum used to serve in her pub sometimes. So a pint I am familiar with, let's put it that way. Yeah, I'm already understanding why this pub has won so many awards. But it's not just the pub we're here to review, it is the food too. Okay, I would like to take the Scotch egg to start. That's a proper classic pub kind of thing, isn't it? Absolutely. And it's a toss-up for me between the bavette steak and the burger. Which are you going to recommend to me?
So the bavette steak, we recommend it being cooked like medium rare.
Yeah.
Just because it's like a worker's muscle. So
sure.
if you like your steaks like rare.
I do, yeah.
It is really nice, but the
right.
two burgers are so classic. They are both really good.
Yeah. So it's hard to choose between them, is it?
Burger, but the bavette steaks also.
Go on. If you would go for the burger, I'll go for the burger because I can't decide between the two.
Do you want onion rings with the burger?
Oh, do we want some onion rings, kiddo? Yeah, we'll have some onion rings as well. Yeah, go for it. Why not? Why not? So as you've seen there, folks, order is in, and I have my beer. Very, very nicely kept. Oh, that's nice and well deserved. Starter has arrived. This is the Cumberland Scotch egg with a beetroot piccalilli, which sounds really interesting to me. So this, obviously made on site. The egg inside, still nice and jammy in the middle, which I like. And a little layer of Cumberland sausage around it, and then the breadcrumb on the outside, which looks really crispy. It really does. The beetroot piccalilli, again, certainly appears to be homemade here. Look at that. Really vibrant colours to it, isn't it? Really vibrant. I tell you what, we came here at the earliest available evening time for a booking at 5:30, and it's already getting busy in here. So it's obviously very popular. So what am I going to do? I'm going to try this first, actually, just this piccalilli by itself. Quite sweet, actually, as piccalillis go. Doesn't really have that much mustardy element to it, but it's really very pleasant, actually. There's some sort of raisins and sultanas in there as well. It's very interesting. Anyway, the star of the show has got to be this, hasn't it? Come and take a little look at this egg. Can you see here? Still a little bit runny in the middle there. That is what you are looking for. Nice crisp to that outside. Try it first by itself, and then we'll add the piccalilli on the next piece. Oh yes. The sausage meat, being a Cumberland, is very, very well flavoured and nicely seasoned. That breadcrumbing on the outside, not doughy at all anywhere. It's very, very thin. So it's perfectly crisped up. And the egg in the middle is an absolute delight. Get a little bit of this piccalilli on there and see how it marries up together. That does work, actually. Hi. Yeah, it's delicious, thank you very much. Yeah, really enjoying it. Thank you. Do you know what I mean? Very, very friendly, very smiley, attentive service. I like that. What I also like is the combination of the Scotch egg with this piccalilli. That is a very nice start to the meal. Very efficient service here. Probably about 5 minutes, I think, after the starter plate was cleaned. We have the main course here. So we have this dry aged burger, the Tolly burger, with the chips, and these are definitely chips, not fries. I mean, look at these bad boys. They're almost like long roast potatoes, aren't they? The burger here, if I take the lid off and you come and have a quick look, you can see we've got cheese there, we've got the burger sauce, we've got this dry aged patty here and some salad beneath. Now it says on the menu it's a sesame bun. I don't think it is. I think it's a regular bun, nicely glazed on the top, and I don't think it's brioche, so we're on to a winner there. Some onion rings here as well, which look lovely and crispy. Just £4 for a side of onion rings. I think that's not unreasonable. A lot of places charge you a lot more. Do you remember the ones I had at Gordon Ramsay's burger place in Harrods once? £10, and they weren't good at all. In fact, why don't we start with an onion ring? Mix things up a little bit. Look at that. Nice and crispy. Again, clearly made on site. Sweet onion inside, a beautiful crispy batter, seasoned with salt. Wow, those are really good onion rings. I'm a bit hit and miss with onion rings, to be honest with you. Sometimes I find them just a bit greasy, and I kind of think they're a bit pointless a lot of the time because you can mostly just taste the batter, but here you can taste the onion in here, and that batter's got a lovely flavour. They're rather good. Okay. We're not here just to watch me talk about onion rings, are we? We've got the burger and the chips. This burger, I'm guessing, is not going to be the easiest to eat. And I got to try and not get it down my shirt. I mean, look at this beautiful shirt. We don't want to ruin this, do we? The person behind the camera is shaking their head. Not a fan of this shirt, clearly. I don't quite know where to attack it from. I'm not going to be able to get the whole thing in my mouth, that's for sure. The bun's toasted and it's quite firm, so you can't even really squash it down properly to force it into your mouth. That is a proper burger. Come and have a look at this patty inside if you can. You see how juicy that is? That's been char grilled as well. So the outside of it has got a load of flavour where it's been kissed by a flame. The inside, beautiful and juicy, and it's obviously quality meat been used. Onions inside are cooked onions, which I really, really prefer. Even the lettuce is nice. Good bun. Cheese is almost pointless. Don't really need it. Because you've got plenty of sauce in there to keep things even moister, even juicier. And that's a great burger. For a pub to be knocking out a burger of that quality. Not a sort of burger specialist like your Beefy Boys. That's impressive. That really is impressive. Right. On to the chunky chips. Now we've got some branded sauces here. What do you go with? Ketchup or mayo on your chips? A lot of people will say ketchup, including camera person, so she can have it, because I'm having mayo on my chips. Maybe it's a sort of French or Belgian thing, but I just like mayo on chips. Now, I am somewhere reasonably civilised. Do I need to use a fork to eat my chip? Don't know, probably should, even though it's just burger and chips. Here we go, dip that into the mayo. Good God. They are delicious. As you can see, if I pick this up and show it to you, skin on potato. And that is imparting so much flavour. Apologies for any background noise you're picking up on here. The pub is really getting quite busy now. And lots of people coming in, greeting each other. I mean, it's nice to be in a pub with a great atmosphere. It really is.
Everything you want to be so far?
Oh, yes. Lovely. Thank you very much. Another check back there just to make sure we're happy. No problem with that at all. Right. Time to finish this up. Camera person, you can have some of the onion rings too, because they're that good. I'll let you have a taste. Yeah. I wonder if I'll have room for a dessert. We'll see. Dessert time. Left a little bit of room for dessert, but only one between us. And it's quite a light one. We've gone for their Tolly Whippy. So some whippy ice cream. You've got mixed berries on there, a little bit of shortbread crumbled over it, and some almond brittle as well, by the looks of it. Oh, under strict instructions from the person behind the camera, not to make too much of a mess of this. So come in and have a look at it while it still looks pretty. There we go. Do you know what? As ice creams go, it's a good looking one, isn't it? Quite often you go to a pub and they'll just do like a little thing of sorbet or a little, you know, bowl of ice cream. This has got a bit more thought gone into it. That whippy is really creamy. The berries, soft and juicy. That little crumb adds a nice texture and a bit of sweetness. Yeah, that's good. Try a tiny piece of this brittle. That's nice actually, because sometimes brittle is really, really hard. Well, this one's quite easy to eat. No dentistry required afterwards. All in all, just as a little dessert, that's pretty good. So then, folks, the Tollemache Arms here in Northamptonshire. I think it's Harrington, the name of the village. What a great pub. Loved it inside. Really friendly people. Had a chat with the owners as we were leaving. Just really nice. Nice vibe to the place, and it's popular, really popular. By the time we left, most of the tables inside were full. It's a bit chillier this evening. Could do with a jumper myself, to be honest. So there's not many people out in the garden, but the inside is completely rammed. Was it perfect though? I don't know. Oh, by the way, we're not in Hollywood here. We're in Tollywood. I like this down the bottom of the garden. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Anyway, back to talking about the food and everything. Was it absolutely perfect? Not quite. One or two slight issues. I'll put it up on the screen now, the onion rings. So the one I picked up and ate was really, really tasty and crispy. But I'd picked that up because it was sticking out slightly from the others. When we got onto the other ones, there was a pool of grease down the bottom. I did mention it to the staff there, and they have fed it back to the kitchen, that perhaps they could have drained that a touch better. Also, on the onion rings, when I got the bill, it's itemised. And on the bill, it was at £5. And on the menu, it's at £4. So there's this discrepancy there. I mentioned this to the guy serving. He said, oh, let the owners know and they'll sort it out. But didn't give me my quid back. So I paid £5 for those onion rings. There we are, such is life. So let's talk about the receipt overall. So we had the beer at £5.50, I think that's fine. Camera person had a mango and passion fruit lemonade, £4.25. The Scotch egg, £9. You know what, I really enjoyed the flavour of it. I just think it was possibly a little small for that kind of money. Could have had a bit more sausage meat or something in there, a bit of a bigger egg. But it was very, very nicely done. And I like that piccalilli with it. The burger, £19. I think that was good. The meat itself, delicious. Really, really flavoursome. It was dry aged meat, for goodness sake. It's going to make your burger tasty, isn't it? The chips were good. The bun was good. The onions were caramelised inside. The burger sauce. It was just a good burger. £19 for that with the fries. Yeah, I think that's okay in a place like this. Little and behind the camera only wanted a kid's meal, not very hungry. She had a little cod, chips and beans. £7, and she said it was great. It wasn't the biggest in the world, but again, proper quality, proper fried fish. Just a smaller portion than the fish and chips on the menu. The onion rings we talked about for a £5. Yeah, bit of a disappointment that. And the dessert, the berry McTolly they've called it. I guess it's a bit like a McFlurry, isn't it? That was good too. I love the almond brittle in there, a little crumbled shortbread over the top. Very, very tasty. So in saying that it was not perfect, it's still all really good. Still all really good. I think I'm going to score it about a 4.5 out of 5. So for me, 4.5 out of 5. Those little issues I had haven't detracted from that whole experience of the place. I really love it, and I can see why it's won so many accolades, including Pub of the Year. It is a beautiful, stunning pub. This is the sort of place, if you want a nice country pub with good grub, you should be coming to support. It's fabulous. Really, really warm, inviting place. Does it get Greeno's green light? Yes, of course it does. Of course it does. It's great. One or two little things that they could iron out and it would be a 5 out of 5. Easy peasy. Right then, folks. I've enjoyed my experience here at the Tollemache Arms. Where are you going to find me next? Who knows? Who knows? For now, am I going to go to Tollywood? Is this a Tollywood movie? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. But yeah, I'll see you wherever I end up next time, folks. Bye for now.